everybody, welcome back to another episode of Bayt.com's Career Talk. I'm Hatem. Ramadan is right around the corner. And for those of us working in the Middle East, that means shorter work hours, shorter work days. And for those of us fasting, that means a slower work pace. We feel a lot more sluggish. Our energy is low. Our work pace is lower. We can't even keep up with our tasks, even though the workload might stay the same. In some cases, depending on your industry, might even increase if this is peak season for you. And that's what I want to discuss in this week's episode. How to keep on top of your productivity, how to keep on top of your tasks, and maintain that high energy level throughout and at all times. Number one, your eating habits. We all know how it goes during this festive month. You spend the entire day fasting, not eating a thing, not drinking anything, and then at sundown, you're suddenly presented with a world of food in front of you. Whether at home or at an all-you-can-eat buffet or at your family's iftar, whatever it is, you're presented with so much food and it almost becomes a challenge for you to eat as much as you can. But that's what we want to avoid. Start off by eating something small, take a break, and then have your main meal. And then when you do eat, make sure to avoid fried foods, foods that are high in salts, high in sugars. These things will dehydrate you. Make sure, of course, to drink plenty of water throughout. Hydration is a key factor throughout the month of Ramadan. If you're well hydrated throughout, even when you wake up, you'll be able to think a lot more clearly, you'll have a lot more energy. Maintain your hydration levels throughout the periods where you can eat and drink, and avoid these foods that will dehydrate you. Also, after eating, make sure to take a break. Save some of that hunger for suhoor time. Right then, eat foods that will take longer to digest, complex carbs, food that will give you energy throughout, and of course, plenty of water. Number two, exercising. Now, while this may be the last thing on your mind after a working day where you haven't eaten or drank anything, and all you can think about is sleep, I try to do something a little different. What I try to do is take advantage of the shorter work hours and more free time. I'll go home, I'll have a short nap just to revitalize, get some energy back, and then the hour right before I get to eat, I'll go to the gym, do a light workout, get the blood flow going, and then I'll come back and enjoy my meal. The energy from the workout helps me keep my body balanced, helps me keep my energy and my focus throughout the entire month. Number three, don't waste time. I know, Ramadan is peak season for TV series. There's like 30 shows you need to keep up with, and you have all the time in the world now due to the shorter work hours to keep up with these shows. But I encourage you to do something different. Take advantage of this free time. Take advantage of having more hours in the day for yourself. Spend this time reading, learning, doing online courses, networking. This is a great opportunity for you to improve yourself. Take advantage of this and increase your productivity during these work hours instead of spending it in front of the TV. Number four, plan the night before. Right before you go to bed or when you wake up for suhoor, this is a great opportunity to take advantage of the fact that your energy is high, that you're able to hydrate yourself, and think about your tasks for the next day. Think about what you need to achieve, who you need to work with, and take advantage of technology. Write this to-do list on your phone, send it to yourself by email, open up a Google Sheet. Do the thinking while you can, while your energy is high, so that you come into work and you're just executing on the tasks that you've already thought about the night before. Number five, prioritize. Think about your to-do list. Break it down into three different sections: must do, good to do, and can wait. If you break down your tasks into these three sections, you'll be able to step into the office and start off with the must do tasks. These must do tasks, try to get them done before noon. By noon, you'll most likely start experiencing a slump, and that's where you might want to shift into the good to do tasks. And if you have any time left by the end of the day, start with the can wait tasks. Now, avoid the danger of having the can wait tasks remain in the can wait section for too long. You'll need to bump them up into the good to do and eventually into the must do section. Number six, avoid the slump. If you feel like there's a slump coming on or your energy is starting to drop, stop what you're doing if you're not going to be productive at it. If you're not going to do it to the best of your abilities, then there's no sense in doing it. Shift to more low energy tasks. Tasks that don't require you to put in as much thought and as much mental effort in. Think of it as a reset for your mind of sorts. Do tasks that are more administrative. Send off these emails that you need to send off, these small requests. Organize your folders, organize your documents that you need. Get these small, low energy tasks out of the way. Give your mind some break, room for recuperation, get some energy back, and then step back into that task that you were doing so that you're able to do it at a much higher level. Number seven, online distractions. As we mentioned, during Ramadan, you're working much fewer hours. It's a much shorter work day. So the 5-10 minutes that you spend here and there working on your Facebook, checking your Instagram, on your Twitter pages, these pile up and start affecting your productivity and your workday much more heavily than they would in a regular work day. So save these for after work. Focus during your shorter work hours on completing that task that you've set from the night before. After all, it's a much shorter work day. You have plenty of time after work to check all these social media pages. Number 8, volunteer. Ramadan is the month of giving back. And a lot of companies will actually allow their employees paid time to go give back to the community. They'll give you time, they'll allow you to go out of the office and spend some time giving back to charity. So ask your employer if you could schedule some time out of the office to do some charity work. You'll be helping others, you'll be making great use of your time, and you'll be feeling good about yourself. And if you feel good about yourself, if you're feeling happy, this will reflect on your work. You'll come into the office more energized and a lot more productive. And that's all I have for you on this week's episode. I hope you found some valuable tips here that will help you get through the month of Ramadan. As always, new episodes here every week. Subscribe to us on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram for the latest updates. And I wish you all a Ramadan Kareem.